Interesting. I think there was a spider again. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a spider.
Yeah.
I nearly shouted, "There's a spider!" But I thought, no.
And me too. You were talking. It was just like, oh, so interesting. But there's a spider. Probably I'm gonna die right now.
I think it's gone. Don't worry about it.
Wir sind hier am Tonträger Festival und die Band, die neben mir sitzt, ist The Brew. Grüß euch. Hello, The Brew.
Hello. Hello, Nina.
Hello. Yeah, you know my name, and I can say your names. This is Jason.
Yeah.
This is Tim, and this is Curtis.
That's right, correct.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Okay, you will go on stage in a few hours, and I saw some concerts of you, really energetic shows. So I'm looking forward to see that. But first, we have to talk a bit about your band. I read in an article, or I think it was an interview, you said in 10 years you will become an overnight celebrity, probably. Now you're together for 5 years. On which point of your career are you right now?
Well,
in the middle.
yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah, probably.
Has it really been 5 years? God, I'm leaving.
It's longer.
I'm quitting.
I think it's longer.
Really?
Yeah, 7 years, I think now.
No, it's 5.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah.
let me see.
Oh,
No, it's
okay,
5.
yeah. Oh, right.
Okay, in my opinion, it is
5.
5 years. So perhaps there's 7.
I can't remember.
It's only 5. I'm joining the band again then.
You do? Yeah, of course. You're back in the
I'm
band?
back in the band now.
Okay, you leave when it's 5 and then you come back when 7 years.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
Okay.
the way it works.
Okay, can I get a serious answer?
No?
No? Okay.
Nice.
I can.
I'll do a series.
Okay, whoa. Okay,
Well,
can you take the mic?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. 5 years is. Hang on, what was the question? The middle.
Okay,
of
shall I
10.
read it again?
Yeah,
for
could you just
you?
read it, just refresh
Okay.
my memory.
Sorry,
Sorry,
you are the drummer. Okay, very slowly.
Okay.
I heard in an interview that somebody of you guys said after 10 years you will become an overnight celebrity. Now you're together as a band for 5 to 7 years. On which point of the career are you right now?
The point where we're nearly breaking through.
Yeah,
Yes.
the next big thing.
Well, it's...
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
each gig is, more people are coming to the shows each time. Each time we come to Germany, a few more hundred people are turning up at the shows, and it's getting really fantastic. So hopefully 10 years isn't too short a time to become an overnight celebrity, but we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, there was a guy, a famous band called the Stone Roses, and he actually said, and he quoted, it takes 10 years to become an overnight success, and it's so true.
Yeah, I mean, people keep saying, "What's it like now? You guys have suddenly become very popular." Well, honestly, it just doesn't work like that. You know, I mean, like you say, between 5 and 7 years, we've been trying to become very popular. It takes a long time, and the hardest thing for any band really is just keeping it together for that length of time.
Touring and touring and touring.
Luckily, we have a good relationship with each other, and we haven't had any major fallouts as yet.
As yet.
Yeah.
But we nearly cancelled the gig because the coffee machine wasn't working.
Oh yeah, we are so. I'm really sorry for that. I'm sorry. Really great guys without coffee too. Okay, perhaps a more easy question right now. The title of your latest release is
The Third Floor.
Yeah, and my question could be.
What's the meaning of the third floor?
Thank you so much. So, and your
It's easy.
answer is.
Well, it's basically every time. Well, the meaning of it really is we're on tour a lot, and it's just I don't know what it is, but every time we're on the road, every hotel we're in, we are always on the third floor. Honestly, it's no word of a lie. And we basically the album's just and especially the title track. It's a story about the highs and lows of touring and just basically describing general life on the road.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, and it just struck me one day. It wasn't a bad name. Where did that come from? It was quite an obvious name for an album, and so we wrote a song that the title track is basically about hotel life and everything that you hear and see and experience in a hotel room, good, bad, and indifferent. So yeah, that's where it came from. It's how we write the songs on the road. That's all we do, go on the road, so we have no more time to do anything else than, write about what we know about.
Okay, the third floor. You're here in the third floor too?
No, we're in the first floor.
Actually, yeah.
Are we so sorry?
So you're just lying.
Okay,
just
perhaps after the show we put you in the third floor.
That would be great.
Okay, but the show has to be really good for that. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
just.
We'll try our
I don't want to make any pressure, but
No pressure.
okay. what makes me really wonder, you said in an interview that you prefer German's music scene to UK's. So in when I ask a German band, they it's other way around.
Yeah, it's I think it's always the same, isn't it? Like when your own country is...
Yeah, I mean, there's almost a slight novelty value of coming to a different country from England. And I think, you know, people, it's kind of like, oh, they're from England, so there must be, there's some sort of novelty value to it. I mean, in England, the music scene for us is really difficult at the moment because people just aren't paying to see music. I mean, the festival scene in England is fantastic. You know, we have some of the biggest in the world, but the actual touring in England is just, it's really difficult. I mean, there's some really big bands out at the minute from England who we know, and to try and tour, to try and get people to come to the gigs, it's really difficult. So we decided, I mean, we were touring in England for a good 2, 3, 4 years and getting nowhere. So we said, right, let's go across the water and see what happens. And then, you know, almost overnight, things started happening. So we just decided to stay here.
Okay. The thing is, for me, when I think of England, of the UK, it's just like fashionable indie rock bands.
It is. It's all Lady Gaga and
Simon
Cowell.
So
difficult
too.
Yeah.
It's not that much. It's like, it's not really rock and roll.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we're a band that needs to tour. I mean, we're a live band, and that's where we feel at home, really. So, you know, we have to tour to survive, and so the scene in Germany and Europe as a whole really is really cool for bands on the road, and I think that's why you see so many good bands over here and so many big names over here from the States, from the United Kingdom, from Canada, from all over, all want to come to Europe.
You played from your special show in Germany was the WDR Rockpalast. Yeah, this was a really great show. It was amazing.
That was a big help for us in Germany. Yeah, it really was. I can still remember that show. Like, thanks to we were supposed to have only got like 3 songs broadcasted as well, but thanks to Joe Bonamassa, he didn't want his show broadcasting, so we were all sat around at a little party, you know, after the show, like waiting for it to be got broadcasted, and we was like, right, okay, here we go, 3 songs, woo, woo, and they played the full hour.
Great.
And it was just like, from that, after that show onwards, it really gave us a big lift in Germany. So.
Today show's concept is similar to Rockpalast,
Yeah.
because you will have a really, really nice and beautiful audience just waiting for you, and there will be cameras broadcasting that. So how difficult is it for you to play a really energetic show to entertain people, knowing that there are cameras broadcasting that show?
I think you're probably going to have a different answer to this, because it's not something that personally, it's not something I've ever even really thought about. I mean, once you're on stage and you're playing the songs and playing the music, you sort of switch into a different routine. And I mean, personally, I don't even notice that there's cameras around, if I'm honest.
Well, yeah, I try not to. I'm very, I always get stage fright.
Nervous.
Very nervous. For every gig, no matter
that.
what, whether it's 3 people or 300,000 or whatever, I'll still be nervous. But I think, you know, after the first couple of songs, you just get into it, and you totally forget what's around you. You know, you're just in your own little world and focusing on the audience, really.
Yeah, I think the danger is that you play to a camera, and really it's not what, you know, we play to an audience, and you know, at the end of the day, it's a gig. There happens to be cameras there, and I think the best thing a band like us can do that isn't so experienced with that is just do the gig, get on with the show. I mean, come on, you know.
Forget about the cameras.
About
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, when we talked before, you said to me the first thing you will ask us is, how is it to be with your own son in a band? Surprisingly, son and father. Okay, but my question is, Jason, how is it for you to be with with father and son
That
in
is
a
the
band?
first time anybody's ever asked that question.
Oh, thank you. I worked so hard on it.
Yeah, usually I just sit back, I just run away now and let these guys go on. To be honest with you, people always, you know, they ask that question and you think, you know, father, son, whoa, it's past bedtime, we've done the show, bed, you know. It's totally the opposite. Actually, we, you know, on the road, it's just like 3 friends going out, just normal guys from England going out, playing music and having a good time. You know, there's nothing really. It's just great, to be honest with you. And all right, yeah, you have your little quarrels. They have their little arguments, their little moments. But I think that's a father-son thing. Who's right and who's wrong, you know. But other than that, No.
I'm always right, obviously.
That's always right.
Okay.
But it's not, we're just friends. We just go out, play music, and fortunately enough, it just really works musically as well together. So.
Yeah, I think we're lucky to have such a good relationship with each other. I mean, it could be a lot worse, but I think the fact that we've been together for this long says that it's working and that we have a good relationship. So
yeah, I mean, from my point of view, people ask us the question, and really, I always say, well, we've always been that way. It's not as though I was in a band before, Kurt was in a band before, and we decided to get together. We started jamming together as father and son, and it's just come to this point now. So it would probably be stranger if he wasn't in the band with me, or if I wasn't in the band with them. That would probably be
You
more
called up your
weird.
son. Do you want to go in the band?
Yeah, come back on the
part of
road.
it.
Yeah, I've got a new wheelchair. Come on, let's get out there.
Jason, in the concert you play, I don't know the word for the violin guitar or guitar violin?
I play with a violin bow.
Okay.
That thing with the hairs on it that you use. Yeah, I use that for play the guitar with. Yeah.
Okay, what will be the next big thing as an instrument? Or
tried using a mic stand.
Oh,
try that tonight.
Does it work?
A mic stand. We'll just slide in the guitar.
Oh, you will try that tonight?
Yeah, I'll try it tonight. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to see that, and please sign the contract. You will try that tonight. I would love to see that. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Dankeschön.
Yeah, have a nice show, and let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you.